विज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। प्लीज रिपीट आफ्टर मी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपः कुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते। कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौ ब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद अंदर गट्टिगा पैकी చేతులు లేపండి हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हुकुम करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयति गिरिमित् कृपहतमहं वन्दे श्री गुरु दीनतारिणं श्री परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरं उमो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षं सभ्याभ्यन्तरं श्री विष्णु हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी ने हरे कृष्णा हरि बोल प्रभु जी ने हरे हैप्पी टू सी यू हरि बोल अरे वृंदा ఎంత పొడుగు అయిపోయింది అసలు లాక్డౌన్ అందరు పెద్ద అయిపోతున్నారు కూర్చోండి వేణుమాధవ్ ప్రభు వస్తున్నారా చంద్రప్రభు వేణుమాధవ్ ప్రభు వస్తారా అవునా ఓకే ఓకే సో లాస్ట్ వీక్ we started this topic yoga, right? So for some of you who are new, I'll not spend too much time but quickly go through the first few slides. Is that okay, Prabhu? Little bit of repeat for you. Yeah? Okay, so what comes to your mind when you think of yoga? You think of all these boys and girls, right? Your feet should touch here, then that is yoga. Is that right? That's what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? What yoga అనగానే మనకి ఏం ఆలోచన వస్తుంది? ఫస్ట్ టైం ఆలోచన వస్తుంది యోగా అనగానే ఎక్సర్సైజ్, అంతే కదా? యా, ఆసనాలు. సో ఇవాళ మనం యోగా అంటే ఏంటి, వాట్ ఈజ్ యోగా, పర్పస్ ఆఫ్ యోగా, ladder ఆఫ్ యోగా, కర్మయోగ, జ్ఞాన, అష్టాంగ భక్తి, విల్ లుక్ ఇన్ టు దిస్ అండ్ కల్మినేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ యోగా. వాట్ ఈస్ ద పర్పస్ ఆఫ్ యోగా, విల్ ట్రై టు అండర్స్టాండ్. టాప్ మోస్ట్ యోగా సిస్టమ్, రైట్? సో this slide I'll skip because it is relevant to something else. Yeah. So Lord Krishna speaks about yoga extensively in Bhagavad Gita. Actually, last week when we read Bhagavad Gita, we read so many times he's talking about Purushottama Yoga. There is a chapter itself called Purushottama Yoga, right? And he talks about Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and he says who is the perfect yogi, right? So here Lord Krishna in 6.46 he explains certain qualities of a yogi, right? Tapasvibho adhiko yogi jnanibhyo api mato adhika karmibhyas chadiko yogi tasmad yogi bhavarjuna. A yogi is greater than an ascetic, greater than an emphysist, and greater than a fruitative worker. Therefore, O Arjuna, in all circumstances be a yogi. So Krishna is telling, become a yogi to Arjuna. But he's telling the levels. You know, who is the perfect yogi? Like somebody who is doing asanas, he is one level of yogi. Better than him is somebody who is doing it with knowledge. Better than him is somebody who is doing it with a higher goal, right? So Krishna is elevating the path. So he's saying tapasvibhyo, austere person. Somebody should have the qualities to be austere, meaning he should not be behind comforts. For example, you all came here today. You didn't ask for a mat or anything, you just sat down, isn't it? Yeah, the same thing if the same meeting is happening in Banjara Hills, there will be a big quarrel here. Entra intiki pilchi ekkada kuchobedtunnao, right? Where are you making me sit, like that, people, they don't know austerity. They are not used to austerity. Such people can never do yoga. Yoga is not their forte, they cannot do. So people who want to become a yogi should have some austerity. Like I should wait for prasad. Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, I'll have 5 dosas, but this Sunday morning, 10 o'clock only you'll have. You have 6 dosas, but 10 o'clock, right? So, austerity, you should build that. Only human beings can do austerity. Animals cannot do austerity. Animals, as soon as a dog sees a bone, it will run. But a human being can wait. He'll say, I'm going to be austere today. Today is Ekadashi, I will not eat. Today is, today is important puja in the house. So I will not drink tea, no coffee, no food, right? Ideally speaking, when there is a vrata in the house, you should not eat until it gets over. Then only that austerity conveys the love towards God. Isn't it? Andariki ardhamaitundandi? Yeah? Please ask me if you are not able to understand. Right? Tapasya lendi etvanti yajnam ledu. There is no meaning to yajna. Unfortunately today, not that we are against Brahmins, but Brahmins are not properly trained. What do they do as soon as they enter? Satyanarayana Vratam. Evandi first coffee iyandi. Petteloga coffee icheyandi. Tiffin ayipothe pani ayipoddi. So where is the yajna there? Where is the austerity? Tapasya ekkada unnadi? Aa yajnam phalitam kuda em undadu. There is no meaning for that yajna. There is no austerity, there is no Vishnu. Right? So austere person, that is important. Next. Jnanibhyo. A yogi means he should be knowledgeable. What knowledge are we talking about? We are talking about scriptural knowledge. Right? Not knowledge created by your own mind. Right? People create their own knowledge. They write their own book. 10 people are following that book. That is not the knowledge here Krishna is talking about. He is talking about Vedic knowledge. Right? So, yogi means austere, tapasvibhyo, jnanibhyo. Next. Karmibhyas, working person. A yogi doesn't mean he'll sit in some corner and take idantha okay. Then tarvata office kuda povali. You should go to office. You should do your business. You should do your work. Spiritual person doesn't mean, one lungi dalke, one coffee mug pakadke, I am spiritual. Like I'll tell you one. I used to live in my home Jewel many years back, 6 years back. So I used to see one person, somewhere in his maybe 60s. So he used to wear a saffron dress from morning, upar se lekin niche. Saffron is worn only by sadhus, right? So, but his lungi, saffron lungi, and on that one big shirt, saffron shirt. So he'll go around and boost around saying that I'm a yogi, I'm like a very spiritual person, like that. After doing the whole morning walk, he'll come and sit near Pearl Block, where I used to stay, and he used to smoke. Right? So he's what kind of a yogi is he? He's not any yogi, he's jogi. Time pass. So austere, and they think that, spirituality means Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Spirituality means you don't have to work. Spirituality means somebody else will work for you. You'll get donations. You can actually be. Prasad Prabhu, you can come here. Empty now. Yeah, just play this. Hare Krishna. I can't get your darshan. No. Yeah, working person, right? Then become a yogi. Krishna says to Arjuna, become that yogi. Fight. For you, fighting is yoga. Because you are a Kshatriya, you are supposed to do the fighting. That is your yoga. Sitting inside, saying that I will not do fighting is not fair. You see, Arjuna is a Kshatriya. He has a tendency to fight. At one point, Arjuna tells to Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, he says, I will become a beggar. Rather than killing my grandfather and my guru, I rather become a beggar. But there is a problem if Arjuna becomes beggar. What is the problem? He will go start begging. Then there will be a union of beggars. One fellow will come and tell, give my paisa, my share. Immediately he'll take one arrow, he'll kill him. So instead of killing that fellow, you kill here. Be a Kshatriya. Your Kshatriya mentality will not go. Even though you become a beggar, still that Kshatriya mentality will carry there. So you cannot be a non-Kshatriya. Kshatriya means somebody who is an administrator, somebody is a warrior, somebody is a manager. Managers are always managing. They will never do the work. You call somebody here, if one of us is a manager, he will get it done. Prabhuji, Mataji, wo kursi idhar hai, Mataji, ye lagao idhar. Hare, his mentality is to manage. You can't stop a manager. You can't create a manager. Managers are born. Like my grandmother is a great manager. She was a great manager. She managed the whole family like this, just by sitting at a place. Tera ikkada bettu, akkada ita bettu. My grandfather మార్నింగ్ టిల్ నైట్ ఆల్ ద టైమ్ ఈజ్ ఓన్లీ జాబ్ వాజ్ ఆ డబ్బది డబ్బా పెట్టు, ఆ డబ్బది డబ్బా పెట్టు, స్టూల్ వేసుకో, డబ్బది డబ్బా పెట్టు. ఎట్ ద ఏజ్ ఆఫ్ 85 ఆల్సో హీ వాజ్ చేంజింగ్ డబ్బాస్. So she was a perfect manager. Right? So some qualities don't change in us. So that's why Krishna is telling, be a yogi. Be a yogi, do your work. Don't sit there and say spirituality means, I want to be in peace, I want to be non-violent, so I'll not do anything. Accepting and seeing violence in front of you to somebody innocent is equal to you performing violence. Right? You should understand that. Violence doesn't mean if I beat somebody, blood will come, ayyo, it is violence. No. If you are seeing violence and you are tolerating that, especially when it is happening to innocent, that is violence. You are performing violence. For example, I have heart pain. If I suddenly get a heart pain, there is a doctor, say Prasad Prabhu is a doctor. Right? Now I am getting heart pain. What is he supposed to do? Immediately he should get up and say, Prabhu, lie down sideways. He should do something. Instead of that, he will tell, Prabhu, I didn't do anything. He died. Is it the right thing to be a doctor? So he is a violent doctor. Meaning he tolerated, in spite of having the skill of treating, he did not treat. Right? He let that person die. And on top of that, what is he telling? I didn't treat him, he only died. No. Will he get karma? Pakka he'll get double karma, because he is a doctor also. In the same way, being a warrior, if you are tolerating injustice, Arjuna will get bad karma. That's what Krishna is telling. You want to pardon? You pardon yourself. If Duryodhan came and slapped you, keep getting slapped. But he insulted your wife. You are a Kshatriya. How can you tolerate insult to a woman? You cannot. You are a king. As a king, your duty is to do justice. If you want to tolerate, you tolerate. तुम्हारे ऊपर जो हुआ उसको टॉलरेट करो. నీ మీద ఎటువంటి హింస అయినా సరే భరించు, కానీ ఇతరుల మీద హింస అయితే భరించేది అది క్షత్రియ క్వాలిటీ కాదు. That is violence. So yoga is a person understanding his duty. Right? Yoga means to connect. We'll talk about more details. So later on Krishna also explains a little more about yoga. I'll not get into this detail. You can see last time's presentation. So some of you here who are I'm going a little fast, you can see my old video. It's there in YouTube. Right? There is small channel in that I upload these things, so you can see the detail, right? Last times. So what are the images that come to your mind the moment you think of yogi? Some of you already seen this, right? What are the things that come immediately? One fellow sitting somewhere in the hills, right, performing like this, big dadi, right? Big dadi, topi, whatever. What other thing comes to your mind? Come on, this is the easy one. Tight pants, isn't it? Tight pants, tight clothes. This is yoga. That's what first comes to your mind. Yoga means this is what the people do. Next, mystic powers, right? He's a yogi. He can do this. మా ఇంట్లో విభూతి పడుతున్నది. ఏం చేస్తావు విభూతి? తింటావా? విభూతికి ఏం వాల్యూ ఉంటుంది? ఏముండదు. ఆ విభూతి పడితేంది, పడకపోతేంది. There should be sense. Right? Somebody is following, somebody has thousands of people following. Right? So that is also, these are the things మన మైండ్కి ఏమొస్తాయి యోగా అనగానే, యోగి అనగానే. Somebody who can, his body is very flexible. Right? And somebody who is doing magic, zoom magic, he'll produce something from here, produce something from there. Right? So our vision and perspectives today, why these images are coming? Because media has shown yoga means this is what is yoga. Right? That is how we have a perception, but we'll clear that. And to add to the trouble, there are so many people, what generally people think about yoga means improving health, right? Improving sense gratification, improving lifespan, right? Age benchtayi, and there are so many yogas, right? This circle I had shown last time. So some of you in the back, you can't read it, but it's a funny circle. You start from here. There is gentle yoga, paternal yoga, yoga for men, women's yoga. What is that? Anusara yoga, Kundalini yoga, Hatha yoga, Iyengar yoga, power yoga, heart yoga, Bikram yoga, Ashtanga yoga, Jivamukhi yoga, whatever it is, nude yoga, acro yoga, aerial yoga, vinyasa flow yoga, senior yoga, restorative yoga, gentle yoga. So which yoga you want? There is mosquito yoga also. You can do that, right? So you can do a lot of yogas. So anything in the name of yoga, right? See, when I was there I used to live in Chennai, when in 2006, that time Chettinad saris were very famous. Chettinad, right? Very famous saris. Now, Chettinad word is very buzzy. So one fellow thought, why not keep Chettinad biryani? Another fellow thought, why not keep Chettinad tea? Another fellow started Chettinad, something else. Chettinad curry also. So everything in the name of Chettinad. Chettinad doesn't have all these things. But in the name of Chettinad, everything is Chettinad. Getting me? Same thing is happening in the name of yoga. Yoga means what? To wear tight pants, barely able to walk, it's flexible. And you should go and do some gymnastics and come back and say, I am a yogi. It's a fashion statement also. I am going to yoga. Hey dude, I am also going to yoga. Bro, I am going to yoga. Like that, people want to say about yoga, yoga, yoga. But it's only mere physical exercise is what they know. There's adding a little more fun before we get into the main topic. Anything in the name of yoga. So what is this yoga? Anybody can tell what is the name of this yoga? You can see? Huh? You remember? Kids were there, na? So what is this yoga? Anybody? వీళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తున్నారు? యోగా చేస్తున్నారు. ఏం చేస్తున్నారు? ఈ యోగా పేరేంటి? It's called harmonica yoga, So they'll hold a harmonica and stand like that. It's called harmonica yoga. There are people who are earning money out of this. Maybe they'll also come to my home avatar. Keep a poster. Come for harmonica yoga. People will go. What are they doing? Karaoke yoga, meaning songs. On songs, karaoke yoga. What are they doing? Anybody? This is called doga. Yoga with a dog. Right? This one is called, what is this called? Yoga Butti Ballet. Dance yoga. This one favorite. Hip hop yoga. Right? So hip hop songs and yoga. I was very close to this station, Back Bay station. My boss used to go to this one. Hip hop yoga. So anything in the name of yoga. How many feel if you open this yoga center, hip hop yoga in Nanakaramuda Chaurasta, you will become a millionaire? Right? That's why I said don't fear of unemployment. There is always employment. Just grow some dadi, pull the hair back and just say, world is goal, everything is goal, you are goal, goal yoga. Khatam. Finish. You will become a goal yoga practitioner. And so many people will come. So many. Kali Yuga is filled with idiots. They'll simply, goal yoga, cool, goal. Tirutale? Tirugu. That's what people do. So many philosophers in the name of yoga. So many books people have written. Some of them are good books also. But then nobody is talking about the purpose of yoga. What is the purpose of yoga? Asal yoga enduku? What all is there in yoga? Nobody knows. Because nobody is quoting from the source of all yogas. Who is the first person who talked about yoga? Krishna. This not many people know. Iyala yoga ante Sadguru antaru. Sadguru em cheptunnadu? Hatha yoga cheptunnadu. Hatha yoga is one of the types of yoga. That's all it is. Right? Kundalini yoga. I will raise my kundalini. First you stand properly. It should come to the head. Some blast should happen here. And then you will connect with something, experience. All this is business in the name of yoga. Right? Simple business. Ideally speaking, do pranayama in your house, that's more than enough. Or do some basic asanas, that's enough. You don't have to go to these big centers and pay them hefty money. So all these authors became famous by writing about yoga, but nobody spoke about the source of yoga, which is given by Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna tells different yogas. When we read Bhagavad Gita, from the first chapter, from the third chapter onwards, he starts yoga. He starts, just give a glimpse, So Krishna says, do your duty, become a right leader. Set an example. Right? Then Arjuna is still thinking, no, I still don't want to kill my grandfather. Okay, do a thing. Do karma yoga. Then he says, do it because it's your duty and do it with knowledge. Jnana yoga. Then he says, do it with full meditation and focus. Dhyana yoga. Right? And do it with a purpose. But do it for me. Bhakti yoga. So it takes step by step, it takes you up. So all this detail is there. Even there is a topic where Krishna speaks about keep your back erect and point your sight on the tip of your nose and completely focus on the super soul. All that he says. 5,000 years back, Arjuna told, it's not practical, Krishna, tell me something better. 5,000 years back he told. But now we think it's practical. Some people think it's practical. So here 6.47, Lord Krishna is saying, of all the yogis, the one with great faith, who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself and renders transcendental service to me, he is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. That is my opinion. Meaning, the person who does yoga, but he understands the purpose of yoga and connects with God, is the perfect yogi. Ultimate purpose of yoga is connection with God. Isn't it? Say, for example, your child is going to school. First day he came back from school. ఏం చేసావురా నాన్న మా స్కూల్ గేట్ కడిగినా. స్కూల్ గేట్ కడిగినావా? ఎవడు కడగమన్నాడు? మా టీచర్ చెప్పింది స్కూల్ గేట్ కడగమని. ఓకే మేబీ దే ఆర్ టీచింగ్ సంథింగ్ నైస్ టు ద చిల్డ్రన్. నెక్స్ట్ డే ఏం చేసావురా నాన్న స్కూల్ గేట్ కడిగినా. ఇవాళ కూడా కడిగినావా? నేను అడిగినావు కదరా, నేను మా టీచర్ చెప్పింది కడిగాను. నెక్స్ట్ డే ఏం చేసావురా? స్కూల్ గేట్ కడిగినా. What will you do as a parent? Why? The purpose of him going to school is to study. I know, cleaning the school gate, all this is good, but where is the studies? So you are so focused on the purpose, isn't it? Same way, when you go to yoga also, you should know what is the purpose of yoga. Okay, why should I become fit? Why should I become fit? Why should I do pranayama? Why should I increase my lifespan? There should be a meaning behind it. What is the purpose? I want to die old. That is not a purpose, right? Everybody will die old. Even a donkey dies old. So what is the big deal about you? Why do you want to increase? So because I want to use my rest of my life for a goal. So goal has to be very clear. So I should achieve bhakti. I should connect with Krishna. I should understand Bhagavad Gita before I die. So there is a goal. For that you perform yoga. For example, for doing chanting, it is recommended that you should also do some yoga before this. You can do some, Kapalbhati, or you can do some pranayama, and then you start chanting. You will be able to focus on the name much, much better. So you are using yoga for chanting, yoga dharma, right? So there is nothing wrong doing yoga, but you should know the purpose why you are doing yoga. Just like that, doing yoga, there is no meaning, right? So what is yoga? Yoga comes from a word called yuj, means to unite, right? Yoga means to relink or revive. What are you trying to relink? Yoga means union between individual consciousness and supreme consciousness, meaning I am connecting with Krishna. That is yoga. To connect to Krishna, you need to have a pure mind. In order to have a pure mind, you should chant. To focus while chanting, I need to have my mind in control, meaning the different airs in my body should come under control. Vastu, they say, right? Vastu. What is the main purpose of Vastu? Airflow in the house should be perfect. It should not be obstructed or should not be diverted. It should be smoothly going up and down. That is perfect to Vastu. And house should be on the ground, by the way. One of the primary criteria of Vastu. It's a funny thing. ఏమంటే 30 ఫ్లోర్లో మా ఇల్లు ఉన్నది వాస్తు చెక్ చేస్తారండి. వాస్తు ఏంది రాని పొంద అక్కడ 30 ఫ్లోర్లో వాస్తు ఏంటి అర్థం లేదా? అయిపోయింది అక్కడ. దట్స్ ఆల్ ఇస్ గోన్. House should be on the ground. That is the first criteria for Vastu. But anyway, people have compromised now. They go in different areas. They make money out of Vastu. But Vastu means airflow should be perfect. Sunlight should come inside, right? There should be. These are the basic, because house is also like a person. If you see Vastu Shastra, like a person. And a wrong. What happens when the airflow is not proper? Your mind is not stable. There are 5 airs inside your body. They will become imbalanced. And then you can't focus. Yeah. Right? Okay. So who is a yogi? I talked about it. Yogi means the people who have connected their consciousness to supreme consciousness, right? So it doesn't have to be a big dadibala or anything. Even a person sitting like this, Prabhuji came in a track pant and a t-shirt. He also is a yogi. Your external dress appearance doesn't make you anything. Like, am I a yogi? No. May not be a yogi. Just because I'm wearing this doesn't make me a yogi, right? So most important thing is, you should see how they have used, like this person, I talked about these examples, right? A very big industrialist, Rishikesh Mafatlal. His initiated name is Krishna Chandra Prabhu. He earns money, he runs a big empire, very big entrepreneur, right? He has a wife, he has a son, Priyavrat, and they are very nice devotees, always fixed on how to serve Krishna, always fixed. So office life, house life. He goes and gives Bhagavatam class in a temple. That is his stature, right? Now he's saying chanting mantra. Chanting mantra has helped me face all the ups and downs in my life with a great confidence and peace of mind. He's Alfred Ford, right? He is the grandson of Henry Ford, owner of Ford Motors, right? What does he do? Every morning he gets up, finishes 16 rounds, then goes to office. And for how long? More than 50 years, right? And he's building a huge temple of Lord Krishna, biggest temple in the world, right? So he's saying chanting Hare Krishna mantra has made tremendous impact in my life. Does he look like a yogi in that suit and blazer? But he is the yogi. According to Krishna, he is the best yogi. He is austere, he is knowledgeable, and he is perfectly connected with Krishna, right? She is a model, very famous model. She also is a yogi as per Krishna. He is N.D. Desai, Srinathji Prabhu, initiated name. He is owner of Apar Industries. Huge businessman. Now he is no more, but he is a yogi. These all people don't look like yogis, but how do people outside cheat in the name of yoga? That's not right. Arjuna was the best yogi on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. You should understand that, Yoga doesn't mean that, our spirituality, especially people have big misconception. Two big misconception in India. Rendu tappudu alochanalu India lo. What are those? Spirituality means only for old people. Only for old people. Second is what? Spirituality gaya matlab ghar chod ke bhage gaye. This fellow will run away. ఆధ్యాత్మిక జ్ఞానానికి పోయినట్టు ఇమ్మీడియట్గా పారిపోతాడు, ఎన్ని బాధ్యతలు వచ్చి పారిపోతాడు. నో, both of these are wrong, and both of these, there are some people who have done that actually. That is the reason the whole name is spoiled of spiritual life. It's not like that. Yoga or spirituality is not for old people. It is for young people, right? How many of you feel that you can focus on spiritual knowledge when you are young? Or when you are old? ఏవండి యోగా అంజం మళ్ళీ చెప్పు బాబు, మళ్ళీ చెప్పు. 80 years old, what will that female understand? What will that male understand? Old person coming and sitting, half the time they'll be drowsing only. Sometimes I give lectures, I see old people, they can't concentrate. I'm not blaming them. Their age is over, అయిపోయింది. They've gone to a point where you can't focus, right? Half the time ఇట్లా పడిపోతుంటారు. దాని తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు ప్రసాదం, ఇప్పుడు తిండి, షుగరు, time prakaram, all these problems come into the picture. There is a saying, Vruddhanari Pativrata. Have you heard this? Vruddhanari Pativrata. Pativrata ante varu? Pativrata ante the lady who is very, very loyal to her husband. Right? So I'll tell an example. There is a great sannyasi in our ISKCON movement. His name is Devamrita Swami Maharaj. Devamrita Swami Maharaj. So once he went to New Zealand. In New Zealand, he was giving a class in a small village in New Zealand. So he was giving a class. One very beautiful girl was sitting in the front, amazingly beautiful. Generally, sannyasis don't watch, beautiful girl on, but he's a very dynamic sannyasi. After the whole class, he was speaking to everybody. Then that girl also came to speak to Maharaj. So Maharaj asked, "So what do you do?" She said, "I live in this village." Then he asked, "So are you married?" He said, yeah, I'm married. My husband is in army. Your husband is in army? So where is your husband? I didn't see him. No, last 4 years he is in the field only. He never came. So Maharaj asked a question to her, saying that you are so beautiful, you are very attractive. how are you able to hold yourself? Not getting attracted to other men when you're so beautiful. I'm sure men approach you. So she told an answer that actually there are no men in this locality, she told. What does this mean? If there were men, Haribol, isn't it? That's what it means. So Vruddhanari Pativrata ante enti? Vruddhanari Pativrata means you are not Vruddhanari, meaning old lady. 3 పనులు వచ్చిపోయినాయి, మొత్తం ఇట్లా అయిపోయింది. If she says that, if she comes and says, I am Pativrata, what is special about it? No man will anyway come near her. Isn't it? When you are young and beautiful and you become a Pativrata, then it means that you are something. You are following dharma, or you are actually chaste. You following me what I am saying? అర్థమవుతుందని చెప్పింది. వృద్ధనారి ప్రతివ్రత. స్పిరిచువాలిటీ షుడ్ నాట్ బి లైక్ దట్. మొత్తం పనులు ఊసిపోయి ఎంటికలు ఊసిపోయిన తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు నేను జపం చేస్తా అంటే ఏం జపం చేస్తావు? పోయే కాలం వచ్చింది ఇంకా ఆల్రెడీ, రైట్? షుడ్ స్టార్ట్ వెన్ యూఆర్ యంగ్, ఎట్ ద ఏజ్ ఆఫ్ 5. When you're 5-year-old, you should start. Prahlad Maharaj says in Bhagavatam, you should start chanting from 5 years old. And you should focus. When you're in 20s, you should be even more focused. When 30s, even more focused. 40, 50. Then as the age is going further down, then it becomes very difficult to focus. Very difficult to sit in a class also. Isn't it? So there's a big misconception in India that spirituality is for old people. To make matters worse, some people come to satsang, their parents will tell you, ఎందుకు పోతున్నారా ఎంత తొందరనే, కొంచెం ఓల్డ్ అయిన తర్వాత పో. So one of my friends also, he was coming for satsang. His father was telling him, why are you going to satsang? Go to some movie, go here. ఈ ఏజ్లో సత్సంగ్ ఏంట్రా అనేసి. ఇమీడియట్లీ హీ స్మార్ట్. హీ టోల్డ్, మరి నువ్వు వస్తావు అన్నాడు. నువ్వు వస్తే నీ ఏజ్ అయిపోయింది కదా, వస్తావు ఇప్పుడు? నేను రాను. మరి నువ్వు రావు, నన్ను పోనీవు. నువ్వు అన్నాడు. You will not go, you will not allow me to go. Right? So why are unnecessarily speaking? So this is the contribution of old people today. Old people today like to sit in a park and talk about politics, compound wall around their plots. One villa in Tellapur. ఎన్ని ప్లాట్లు ఉన్నాయి, కాంపౌండ్లు కట్టినావా కట్టలేదా, ఫెన్సింగ్ వేసినావా వేయలేదా, ఇదే ఆలోచన. చావు ముందున్నది, కృష్ణుడు కనబడుతున్నాడు, ఫెన్సింగ్ కనబడుతున్నది. ఏ ఫెన్సింగ్ వేస్తే బాగుంటుంది, ఎక్కడ కొంటే బాగుంటుంది, ఇక్కడ ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ ఉంటుంది, మయంలో నెక్స్ట్ వెంచర్ ఏంటి, ఇదే టాపిక్. అక్కడ కూర్చుంటారు, రైట్? వాళ్ళందరినీ చూస్తే నాకు ఏమనిపిస్తుంది తెలుసా, సావుకి రెడీ అవుతున్నారు అంతే. దే ఆర్ గెటింగ్ రెడీ టు డై. డై అండ్ డూ వాట్? మళ్ళీ ఎక్కడ పుడతారు వాళ్ళు? రీబర్త్. ఖచ్చితంగా రీబర్త్, అని డౌటే లేదు. కానీ ఎక్కడ రీబర్త్? అదే పార్కులో పురుగులాగా తిరుగుతుంటారు. అదే పార్కులో చెప్తున్నా. బ్లాక్ 4లా మా కొడుకు కొనిచ్చిండు, 20th ఫ్లోర్లో. అమెరికాలో ఉంటాడు మావాడు, చచ్చిపోతాడు, మళ్ళీ పుడతాడు. పురుగులాగా తిరుగుతుంటాడు, చూస్తున్నాడు. బ్లాక్ 4, 24th ఫ్లోర్, ఇట్లా పురుగులాగా తిరుగుతుంటాడు. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ అటాచ్మెంట్. If you are attached to that, that is what you get. That is what you get. You will be around here only. There is a story of one person, he comes back a snake. Shastra says, పాములు అవి తిరుగుతారంట ఇంటి చుట్టుపక్కల నెక్స్ట్ జన్మల, బాగా ఇంటి పట్ల అటాచ్మెంట్ పెట్టుకుంటే, రైట్? దే విల్ బి లైక్ స్నేక్. వై snake tendency is to protect territorial. It becomes a snake, right? So we should always understand these all things are temporary. All these things are temporary. This is not the real wealth. Real wealth is first health. We all understood, right? కరోనా వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఏమర్థమైంది? క్లియర్గా అర్థమైంది. నువ్వు బెంజ్లబో, ఆడీలబో, మారుతిలబో, వాడు నీ ఇన్సూరెన్స్ కార్డు తీసుకోడు. లేవు, ఓపెన్ చేసి లాస్ట్ హౌస్ ఇన్ ద లెఫ్ట్. హరే కృష్ణ. రైట్? సో nobody's insurance card is accepted. You have to go inside. Right? Will anybody come and touch you just because you are from Banjara Hills? Corona in Banjara Hills is different from Corona in Saidabad. Same Corona, Marona, same. The same thing you have to go through, isn't it? So everybody understood immunity is the most important thing. ఏం తింటున్నావు, బయట తింటున్నావా, ఇంట్లో తింటున్నావు. One thing I can tell you, with Corona coming in, everybody's immunity went up because people started cooking in the house. The Zomato, tomato all stopped for some time. Isn't it? For some time that nonsense stopped. Some people actually learned cooking. Arey, mant itlo vastada. Fire comes from here. I never knew. Okay, it is gas. Like that. Some people actually learned cooking. because of corona. Because of corona, they started eating home food, right? Their immunity really has gone up. Children also have, their health has become better. Health consciousness. Anyway, so yogi means somebody who is connected with Krishna. You should understand very, very clearly. For that, you can do different kinds of yogas. So who is a materialistic person? We talked about it. I will not go in detail. People, there are two kinds of people. Law abiders, law breakers. So, dharman telishina vallu, dharman telichi kuda party anu vallu. Two kinds of people. Evaru ekku unnaru ivala baita? Who are more, law abiders or law breakers? Law breakers. Yes. See, everybody knows. Yeah, less than 1% people are the people who follow law. Law is for good or bad? Tell me. Is law good or bad? Can you go on the road without a law? What will happen if nobody follows law? Khatam, you will have accidents, right? In the same way, whatever nature gives, that laws are good. Like I will sleep in the morning. No, I will sleep in the night. I will do work in the morning. But what are people doing now? They are working in the night, sleeping in the morning. Yes. Do you know how dangerous it is? You will become old. You will become old. You will become very old very soon. Isn't it? Ayurveda says, after 8 o'clock, my wife is there, she would hit me like this because I also don't follow it properly. But after 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock, 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock is how many hours?
4 hours.
If you sleep from 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock, how many hours did you sleep? No, 8 hours. That is Ayurveda clock. There is a different clock, body clock. So 8 o'clock if you sleep, get up at 12, you can actually start working from 1 o'clock. You don't need to sleep. You are over. Your body organs are all nicely nourished. Right? 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock. How many hours? 4. If you sleep at 12 o'clock, get up at 4 o'clock. How many hours you slept? 4. 4 hours. 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. How many hours? 3. 3. So if you sleep from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock, how many hours you slept? 1.5 hours. Meaning 1 hour is equal to half hour. 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock. How many hours? 3 hours. If you sleep from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock, how many hours you slept? Minus 3 hours. You know that? Minus 3 hours. So if people sleep at 1 o'clock and get up at 9 o'clock, which is typical 80% of my home avatar. So 1 o'clock to 8 o'clock. How much time did you sleep? Can we calculate? 1 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Right? So 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock is 4. 4 to 1 to 4. 1 to 4 is 1 to 4 is 3. 3. 4 to 7 is half. 4 and a half. 7 to 8 is minus 1. So 3.5 hours. What will happen to that fellow? One day he will be jogging, thapal, he will fall and die. Khatam. There is no, you are basically aging faster than you are supposed to age. Right? This is Ayurveda. Ayu Veda. Veda means knowledge, Ayu means age. The knowledge which increases age is called Ayurveda. Right? So people are not given this knowledge. So, so laws are there for our good. That's what I was trying to say. Ayurveda says certain laws. Right? And that is for our good. So lawbreakers, 99% people are materialistic people. So what are the features of materialistic people? We went through this. They are dedicated on 4 activities. You can tell me what are the 4 activities?
Eating, sleeping, protecting,
Mating. Yes, right? So these 4 activities all of us do, even animals do. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maitunamcha. Andaru jastaru. These 4 activities. You go to Lanco Hills, these 4 activities you will be doing. You come to Avatar, 4 activities. Go to Saidabad, Mushirabad, the 4 activities. You will not see any different. Isn't it? Animals also do the same thing. What is the one activity that humans are supposed to do? Dharma. Understand Dharma. Right? See, there are so many people here who have sat down. Like what we are 20 here right now? Yeah, 20 of us are sitting down and nicely hearing about Dharma. Can you make 20 monkeys sit like this? But can you imagine 20 pigeons? 20 lizards? No. But, huh? What animal you like? Rabbits. Can you make 20 rabbits sit here? No. Isn't it? But 20 human beings have the intelligence to sit down and learn what is dharma. So, dharme hi adhiko vishesho, dharme hi na pashu hi samana. The person who doesn't have time to sit and understand what is dharma is leading a life of an animal. Only doing 4 things: eating, mating, sleeping, defending. So, materialistic person only does this 4. They never ask questions. Materialistic persons never ask questions. Logical, important questions. What are the famous questions of materialistic people? कितना कमा रहा है? कौन सा इंश्योरेंस लिया? If you go to that group, what is that? My Home Avatar Owners Group. What is the discussion will be going on there? Insurance लिया क्या? Tax कटने वहाँ. This is the only discussion that goes on there, right? If somebody goes and puts a question about spirituality, it can be a big controversy also. Why are you putting? Hey, what is this? You know, this is not applicable. We are all animals. You can't speak like a human here. In the initial days, I had some trouble. I unnecessarily kept 2-3 posts and I got some beating. Anyway, so they work hard like donkeys. Right? Donkeys. What are donkeys famous for? Carrying luggage. Right? What do they get to eat? Grass. If they don't carry luggage, what do they get to eat? Huh? See, one donkey, it was carrying luggage and it went to its master's house, right? And the master was scolding his daughter. Master was scolding his daughter that, you know, you girl, if you don't study properly, I'll marry you to your donkey. Immediately the donkey became very happy. Like, you know, tomorrow onwards I'll carry more luggage. Because someday he will marry, you know, to his daughter like that. You also understood? So that is why you should never be a donkey in life. Don't work like a donkey. Human beings means a little laziness should be there. You know, little priority in life should be there. Otherwise, all the time busy. ये भागो, ये करते रहो, वो करते रहो. अरे बैठो बाबा, बैठ के थोड़ा सोचो. Why did you take birth? थोड़ा time दो. Isn't it? Yes. So characteristic of mentally person. Enjoy in today's moment. Live life king size. Abhi, right now. Once I went to Inorbit Mall and I went to buy a earpod. My earpod was gone, so I went there. 8 o'clock in the night. What was that electronic shop in the beginning of the store? Bajaj, Reliance, right? So Reliance store I went. So I was looking for a earpod. One fellow with, you know, one office fellow, obviously some software delivery manager. Fellow came, frustrated face. He brought his wife also. Small child is there. So his wife is choosing a fridge in that place. So she chose a big fridge. There is a big, you know, that burial ground fridge. You know that, right? That 2 doors. I have one in my house. So point, you know, she chose that fridge. And what is that? She told. So immediately that sales boy came. As soon as she chose, immediately, hey, sales boy, come here, like that he told. Immediately that sales boy came. Poor fellow. 8 o'clock in the evening. कितने का है fridge? He told, sir, 1.6 lakhs. I am from this company, discount though. I told, sir, no discount, sir. It is fixed price. Okay, I'll take it. 1.6 lakhs, he made a decision just like that. Some delivery manager, that's what I told, IT company. So he decided to buy that fridge. And that child is there, you know, maybe his age, you know, like 6 years, like that. He's standing between his mother and father. He's looking at his mother, he's looking at his father. And the sales boy is standing there, you know. So that fellow immediately told, I want that fridge delivered now. Now. Sales boy told, sir, 8 o'clock, sir, you know, stock has to come. Call your manager. Hello, manager, I want to talk, you know, I'm buying a 1.6 lakh fridge. Is this the way you treat customers? This is the way, you know, you deal with your people who come and buy at you? All frustration. Why? His customer would have shouted in the office. That fellow wants to show off, you know, in front of that wife. Because izzat ka sawal, na? Wife is standing there. Wife is like, Chappandi, today we have to get it. And inka pressure. Today you have to get it. Just think about that child. What will that child think? What kind of training are you giving to that child? In between father and the mother and the sales boy, what is the training that child is getting?
They are training him to be very brave and not to be scared of anything.
See? Thank you. You helped me in my preaching. This is the problem, isn't it? Most biggest disease that today children have is they don't have time to wait. Impatience. నానా పిజ్జా కావాలి, అది కాదురా నానా పిజ్జా, ఏడుపు, అప్పుడే ఏడుపు. మీరు జొమాటో ఎక్కడున్నదే ఫోను నువ్వు చెప్పి అని మొహాన కొడితే ఆడు నోరు మూసుకుంటాడు. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్. ఇన్ ద ఓల్డెన్ డేస్, ఇఫ్ మై ఫాదర్ ఇన్ ఐ వాజ్ దట్, నాన్న అప్పుడు పిజ్జా లేవు, అప్పుడు ఏమున్నాయి, నాన్న పావు బాజీ కావాలి, నాన్న పావు బాజీ కావాలి. వెళ్తాం కదా నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ కోటి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు తినిపిస్తాను, నాన్న పావు బాజీ పాట్, ఓకేనండి ఓకేనండి. నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ కోటి, నో ప్రాబ్లం, అయిపోయి ఇష్యూ సాల్వ్, రైట్. అదే పని ఇప్పుడు చేస్తే ద సేమ్ థింగ్ యూ డూ నౌ. చైల్డ్ సైకాలజీ, am I a psycho? Did I become a psycho because of that? No. Child torture, child this, child that nonsense. That child has become like a god in the house now. Right? ఎక్కడ పడాలనో ఆ టైంలో పడట్లేదు. So that is what it is. I'm not encouraging you to pat. You know, that's not the point. But I'm saying, what are we training our children to become? Impatient. There is no gap between desire and fulfillment. There has to be a gap between desire and fulfillment. You can't tell that, you know, I want it now and I should get it now. Immediate. Prime delivery. Immediate. Do you have Prime? Leda. Prime leda. Naadi vaduko. Prime immediate ravali. Why? See, my father, you know, I asked for a bat, SG bat, Sunil Gavaskar bat. So he used to drop me in the school. That sports shop, every time I used to see, he used to keep 10 bats outside. That, and my SG bat. 3 months he made me wait for the SG bat. 3 months. I still curse him. But the result of the 3 months is, I kept that bat for 7 years. 7 years I kept that bat, because I know this bat will go, he'll again make me wait for 3 months. Right? And how I maintained that bat? That thing, handle was gone. Right? So I had to put rubber tube వేసి ఇది పెట్టి అది పెట్టి ఫెవికాల్ పెట్టి, you know, somehow maintain that bat for 7 years. So that was the value of that bat. These days, my children don't even know whether the bat is there or not. Right? Kharido, nice, good bat, throw it there. Children are not even using toys properly. Right? I used to have fixed number of toys, fixed number of clothes. Now there are unlimited clothes, but still there is a scarcity. Naak idi nachadu. Endukonno? Ante, you know, so much of wastage. Desire, fulfillment. There has to be a gap. We should train our children. That is also part of yoga. Is that you should train your children to become patient, to become obedient. Right? If nothing is working, then you have some yoga posture, part, and then automatically you'll come to right position. That is needed sometimes. It's an ancestral technique which has worked for many ages. I don't know if any one of you have experienced that yoga. Right? Anyway, so enjoy life today, right now, king size. That is the thought process. Okay. No faith, everything ritual. People only do things for ritual. Right? You will come there as a ritual. గుడికి పోయినావా, పోయినా. గంట కొట్టినావా, కొట్టినా. కూర్చున్నావా, కూర్చున్నా. గోత్రం చెప్పినా. అయిపోయింది. మనసులోనే మార్పు వచ్చింది, అదేంటి? స్వభావంలో ఏమైనా మార్పు వచ్చింది, అదేంటి? ఫోటో తీసుకున్నా. డాండియా కొట్టినా. వీడియో వచ్చింది. భక్తి, అదేంటి? నో ఐడియా. భగవంతుడు ఎవరు? రైట్? No idea. So this is what is called ritualistic. So these people also go to Tirupati. They also go to all the places, but they never connect with God. They never sit down and try to understand what God is telling me. అన్నది ఎప్పుడు నేర్చుకోరు. ఎప్పుడు కూడా భగవద్గీతలో ఏమున్నదని నేర్చుకోరు. భగవద్గీత పెట్టుకుంటారు కానీ నేర్చుకోరు. You're all following? Yeah. These are materialistic people. No belief in scripture. శాస్త్రం చదవరు. శాస్త్రం చదవడం తప్పు. చదవరు అసలు, శాస్త్రం చదవరు. సో తెలుసుకోరు. సో దే థింక్ దట్ పీపుల్ హు గో టు సత్సంగ్ ఆర్ క్రేజీ. సండే పొద్దున 7:30 క్లాసా, పిచ్చిగా లేచిందా మీకు అనేసి అంటారు. రైట్? ఇది ఎవరు అంటారు? మెటలిస్టిక్ పీపుల్ అంటారు. రైట్? బట్ వాట్ ఆర్ స్పిరిచువల్ పీపుల్ థింకింగ్? అరే, దే ఆర్ వేస్టింగ్ దర్ లైఫ్. అట్లీస్ట్ దే షుడ్ హ్యావ్ సమ్ ఆపర్చునిటీ టు గెట్ సమ్ నాలెడ్జ్. వై డిడ్ యూ టేక్ బర్త్? Prabhuji, did you decide that you will be a male in this life? Huh? Did you decide, Mataji, that you will be a female in this life? Did you decide? No. So without our permission, somebody is made a male, somebody is made a female, somebody is tall, somebody is short, somebody is fat, somebody is black, somebody is white. So why these decisions are being made? Is that not an important question to ask? But nobody has time to ask all this. We are ready to take birth again and again. So spiritual people ask these questions. The only difference between materialistic person and spiritual person is he will ask these questions. Is it wrong to ask these questions? Huh? Can anybody tell why the earth planet is made?
The planet Earth is made because it is the only planet to have life.
Good.
Prabhuji, it's made for us to realize.
Very good. Yeah.
It's made for us to realize that we should realize that we have to go back to Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very nice. Hari Bol. It's an environment created for it. It's a training center. Earth planet is a training center. As simple as that. Right? Whole material world is a training center. భౌతిక ప్రపంచం మొత్తం ఒక ట్రైనింగ్ సెంటర్. ఏం ట్రైనింగ్ ఇవ్వడానికి? డేటా సైన్స్ ఇవన్నీ కాదు. ఏం ట్రైనింగ్ ఇవ్వడానికి? To first of all know what is the difference between animal and you. First training. Then to become, to learn chanting names of God. పొద్దున లేయంగానే భగవంతుడి నామ జపం చేయాలి. నేర్చుకోవాలి ఇవన్నీ. నేర్చుకొని దాని తర్వాత you'll elevate your consciousness so you can go to Krishna. Right? That is the purpose of the training. So spiritual people think that we are crazy. We think that they are crazy. As simple as that. We think that they are crazy. So I already covered this, so I don't want to go into the detail. Both are thinking that each other are crazy. So there is nothing good or bad. Materialistic people think, మంచి చెడు ఏంటండి, నమ్మకంతో చేయాలి సార్. ఇది సినిమా డైలాగ్. ఇది ఫిలాసఫీ. Accept me as I am. Have you heard this? Why should I accept you as you are? Think logically. If somebody is a fool, idiot, will you accept him as it is? He's a nuisance in front of your house. Accept me as I am. They put this, what is that, t-shirt. Accept me as I am. How can I accept you as you are? Do you really accept your husband the way he is? Huh? If husband puts a t-shirt, accept me as I am, will any wife accept? Or if wife puts a t-shirt, accept me as I am, will any husband accept? Has to. Hare Krishna. I'll not get into the topic. My wife is not here, so I can speak a little. So accept me as I am. This is a big taboo. Right? No, we all need training. We all should become better people. Don't expect society to accept the way you are. We have to be trained how to become a better person, how we can be caring towards others. Then automatically acceptance will come. But today it is like, నేను ఎట్లా ఉంటే అట్లా యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయాలి. వర్కౌట్ కాదు అది. స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఉంటాయి కానీ. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ ఫిలాసఫీస్. హ్యూమన్ క్రియేటెడ్ ఫిలాసఫీస్. దెర్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ గుడ్, దెర్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బ్యాడ్. Believe in atheistic philosophies, fake gods, right? So believe in fake gods, meaning their personality is not mentioned in any scriptures, but you make him God. And then you do worship also. Then you do all kinds of tantra, mantra, mudra along with that person. Right? How many people will accept if I say I am God? Be nice to me. Huh? Nobody? Not even one person? Karuda. Come on. I'll remove vibhuti like this.
Then they will start believing.
Huh? You'll believe?
When people will.
No, you tell me. I can bring some vibhuti. Somewhere I'll keep it. I'll bring it and give it to you. Will you believe that I am God? Huh? No? Or I'll raise myself in the air like this. Am I God? Huh? Kailasa visa. That fellow, now we can go to Kailasa also. Huh? I am Sadasiva, I say. Huh? Right? So, people believe in fake gods. Meaning, they look at the moon, they look like this, There is one fellow, he'll be reading newspaper. In that, on the back side of the newspaper, there will be Hema Malini's picture. On this side, there will be Mother Durga's picture. So he is reading newspaper. He looks at Mother Durga and says, "Hey Ma," he says. His son sitting behind him says, "Hey Ma," he'll say. Same newspaper. Hema Malini one side, another side Hema. Right? So it's called you concocting your own thing. నీ ఇమాజినేషన్. చంద్రుడిలో నాకు బాబా కనబడ్డాడు. నీకు చంద్రుడిలో బాబా నాకు ఇంకేదో కూడా కనబడ్డది. ఆ నీడలో నాకు ఏదో కనబడ్డది. ఇవన్నీ ఏంటంటే పిచ్చి ముదిరితే ఇవన్నీ మాట్లాడతారు. అరే, ఈజ్ గాడ్ సో చీప్? ఈజ్ గాడ్ సో చీప్ దట్ యూ కెన్ సింప్లీ ఫైండ్ హిమ్ ఇన్ ఎ షాడో ఆర్ ఫైండ్ హిమ్ ఇన్ ఎ డ్రాయింగ్? వాట్ ఆర్ యూ రెడ్యూసింగ్ గాడ్ టు? Tell me, today afternoon, can you meet KCR? Anybody? Can you take me?
No.
I want to meet him. I have a real problem with him. Can somebody take me to KCR?
No, I don't know this case yet.
Huh? ఏమంటాడు? KCR is the Chief Minister of our state. To take me to KCR itself, we need a big appointment process. Whatever, I have to give money and do all that to meet that fellow. After all, KCRని కలవడానికి there is such a big process. God? Krishna? You think you can simply see him in some shadow?
No.
Huh? This is called cheating religion. అంటే చీపెస్ట్ లెవెల్. ఇట్లా స్పూన్ పెట్టి పాలు తాగిస్తున్నాడు, మా దగ్గర కృష్ణుడు పాలు తాగిస్తున్నాడు, మా దగ్గర గణపతి పాలు తాగిస్తున్నాడు. అంత చీపా? రైట్? పీపుల్ షుడ్ నాట్ ఫాల్ ఫర్ దీస్ థింగ్స్. We should not fall for these things. Have some intelligence. కొంచెం ఆలోచించండి. ఆఫ్టర్ ఆల్ కేసీఆర్ని గెలవడానికి యూ షుడ్ నీడ్ ఎ క్వాలిఫికేషన్. డోంట్ యూ నీడ్ ఎ క్వాలిఫికేషన్ టు యాక్సెస్ గాడ్? వీ నీడ్ ఎ క్వాలిఫికేషన్. వీ షుడ్ ప్యూరిఫై అవర్ సెల్ఫ్. గుడికి వెళ్ళడానికి ఏం చేస్తాం మనం? ఫస్ట్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద మినిమల్ క్వాలిఫికేషన్స్ టు గో టు ఎ టెంపుల్? 1. Take bath. Wear new clothes, or at least washed clothes. Isn't it? What else? Keep chappal outside. I was living in my home, Jewel. We have this altar in our house. I don't know if you've seen, Radha Krishna. That time Radha Krishna were not there. Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, everything. One Hindu lady, her child used to come and play in our house. I was doing Aarti, and she came to find her son. She just walked with the chappal right into the house, right in the front of altar. And to tell more, they are a Brahmin family. What is going on to our country? Right? Feminism, whatever you say, cosmopolitanism, or new way of thinking. You believe in God like that. I don't believe. Everything is God. Energy is God. All this nonsense is going on. Right? I really felt so sad. You are coming from a Brahmin family. You are wearing, first of all, do we allow chappal inside the house? At least so far in India, we don't. Chappal should be outside the house. Simple. Unless you are an old person, you have some sugar problem, it's okay. But chappal should be outside the house. As simple as that. Isn't it? But now the times are going further and further. Now chappal will come inside. Everything will come inside. Isn't it? In olden days, bathroom was far away from the house. Right? Bathroom was like at least 50 meters away. I remember in my village, right? Toilet వచ్చిందంటే you should take that chambu and go all the way to that place, wash your feet, everything, and come back. Right? So eat inside, go outside. Now what is modern life? Eat outside, go inside. Isn't it? Ulta. Completely ulta. So believe in atheistic philosophies, fake gods. So he is a very famous Muni, Charvaka Muni philosophy. His philosophy is acceptable to many people in Kali Yuga. What does it say? As long as you are alive, enjoy your life. Is it a good philosophy? Yes. Drink ghee, even by borrowing money. Once the body is burnt, where is it coming back? So drink ghee. Ghee means really, rich food. So he furthermore says, all people die after death. They go nowhere. There is no need to worry about what happens after death. We need to enjoy life even when we don't have resources. We should borrow money and enjoy. Is it a good philosophy? Appulappa Rao philosophy. Right? So you have so much you can do, right? This is Charvak. And do you know that Charvak Muni was there even when Krishna was there? Such a old. So there used to be Charvaka Munis even that time. Yes. So these atheistic philosophies are always there. But you always have a choice to take the right philosophy. Don't fall for lower philosophy. That's the whole point. So accumulating money. 4 categories of people. Busy intelligent, lazy fool, lazy intelligent. We discussed about this on length. Right? Busy intelligent means you are very, very busy, but you are intelligent also. So you come to satsang once in a while. Lazy fool means he will stay in the house, he will not work also. Right? Good for nothing. He will not come to satsang also. ఇంట్లో ఉంటాడు, పని చేయడు, గుడికి రాడు, సత్సంగం రాడు, అట్లా ఉంటాడు. నువ్వు అమ్మా నువ్వు, యు గో, ఐ విల్ నాట్ కమ్. Busy fool means our locality complete. That whole Maya, right from Chandanagar to Madinaguda to Lingampalli to Madhapur, Tellapur, Gachibowli. Busy fool. Sir, why did you? Boss, meeting boss. Sunday meeting boss. Monday meeting boss. No time for spirituality. Even you are dying also, they don't think. Like that. Busy fools. So they will never come to satsang. Lazy intelligent, meaning they are intelligent, meaning they can prioritize things. What is important at what time? How much important it is for me to chant my rounds? How much important it is for me to read Bhagavad Gita? How much important it is for me to attend satsangs, learn something new? And also do your office work, your farm work, do your whatever work, parents related work, everything. So balance everything properly. Don't keep running around, right? So lazy intelligent. They are a little lazy to postpone unnecessary things. At the same time, they are intelligent to choose the right activities. That is what is most important. So there is no hope. So best in the lot is lazy intelligent. Busy fools, avoid them, very dangerous. Right? So they cannot see the end. Right? So people are building these big castles. Right? Sand castles. What is the problem with sand castle?
It will get dissolved in the water when the waves come.
Correct. Hari bol. Isn't it? But still, how much focus do you make? Like this, right? People are thinking, I have once when I'll tell you one. Once when I used to live in a tenant's house, in a rental house. So the owner's father-in-law was very, very proud of his properties. For some reason, I don't know what he found in my face. He was always come to me and talk about his properties. I don't know why. Malakpeta building kattichina, ippude ayipindi. He bought one flat here, bought one villa here. He always used to tell me. One day I told, you come to satsang once. Sir Rand. So he came. So, I don't know. I took some very weird examples that day. I told, that, okay, so what is the value of your properties? If you try to value, then immediately, you'll start thinking, my value yesterday to inta unde iyalenta. That's what they do, right? They go outside, square feet rate perigindi. They keep calculating all the time. What is the value of your flat? For example, what is the value of Avatar flats now? 7,500, maybe, right? I don't know. 7,500, right? So if it is a 1,000 square feet flat, so 7,500 to 1,000. I'm just putting an example. 75 lakhs, right? 75 lakhs. Somebody will come and tell, 8,000 8,000 what a decision I made to buy here. So they're always in that illusion, right? My flat value is 2 crores. My flat value is 3 crores, like that. Krishna will just shake the earth like this. ఇట్లా ఇట్లా ఊపుతాడు అంత ఒకసారి. వన్ క్రాక్ విల్ కమ్ ఇన్ బ్లాక్ 5 ఇట్లా కింది వరకు. వాట్ ఈస్ ద వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ యువర్ ఫ్లాట్? కొంటాడు అవడన్నా క్రాక్ వచ్చిన బిల్డింగ్లో? 5 రూపీస్ కూడా ఇవ్వడు. 5 రూపీస్. సార్ మంచి ఫ్లాట్ సార్, క్లబ్ హౌస్ పక్కనే సార్, ఎవడు కాలరా నీ ఫ్లాట్, అది ఎప్పుడు పడిపోతుంది? Isn't it? So our entire pride that we have a flat in Avatar will go away in one single fraction. This is reality of this world. So don't be proud of any of your properties or land or anything. These all things are temporary. Even though we are, people feel so proud about it, but they have no value. The only most valuable thing is our connection to Krishna, our health. This body is there, the health and connection to Krishna. This is the only thing that will remain. Right? But materialistic people can't see this. They only see the externals. So in summary, we discussed all this. So last week we stopped here in this slide, right? So if you look at our age, if you break our life into 4 blocks, 15 to 25, 25 to 45, 45 to 55, 55 to 80. Earlier it should be to 25, 50, 75, 100. But now the age span is going down. So I reduced it to 80 now. Right? So 80. And if you talk about spiritually inclined people and materialistically inclined people, what kind of life do they live in each one of these phases? Spiritual people, first phase is expansion. They also work hard. They also get good education. They also find a good job. They also make savings. Nothing wrong. Right? Next phase, settle. After some time, they try to contain themselves, saying, I'm happy, I have one house, right? I have good kids, wife is there, I think we are able to lead a life. You have 2 choices always, earn more and burn more, or burn less and earn less. Which is easier? Burn less, earn less. When you can lead a life with less money, you don't have to work like a donkey. But if you want to have more money, then you have to work like a donkey. So as simple as that. So we have the spiritual person thinks, hey, what is this life for? Anyway, I'm not going to take anything back. How many people believe that if I give good values and good education to my children, I don't need to give properties? Right? It's a very important thing. We should never forget this. Who are the people who accumulate properties for their children?
No confidence in their.
They don't have any confidence. Adu moorkudu yadava. Adu puttadu one property అయిపోతాడు ఏమైపోతాడు, right? So such kind of people accumulate properties for children. But real property of your child is values. How he respects others, how he deals with others. If you teach these things, he'll anyway become a millionaire. You don't have to worry. But what are people doing today? Flat ga. My friend was, there is an old friend of mine. One day was literally crying in the office. Literally, the fellow was totally depressed. I said, what happened? He said, katlekipotunnara nenu loan katlekipotunna. I am not able to pay the loan. I told him, then sell the flat. Huh? How can you tell me to sell the flat? Khandan, Izzat, yendi? No, I will not sell the flat. Then I said, cry. Sit and cry. It's your problem. You bought a flat more than what can afford. You have to cry. Until that loan is, who is laughing then? ICICI Bank is laughing. What are you doing? You're crying. Right? All your income, 50% is going to home loan. Ultimately, what will remain after 20 years? One flat will remain. No savings. Everything has gone there only, isn't it? So smart people, they don't take too many loans. They try to contain. Or even if they have a house, they are happy with that house. Right? Settle down. So earn less, burn less. No problem. And spend more time on spirituality. Right? High thinking, what is it? Simple living, high thinking. Prabhupada used to tell. Simple living, high thinking. Make your life simple and think high. They are very, very happy people. So spiritual people, they try to settle down. Even at the age of 25 itself, we advise, start settling down. Settling down means next plan is what? Wrap up. From 45, your planning should be to wrap up. Done. Etla icheyali. So let me give to the next generation. I'll start thinking about how can I work more for God? How can I do more services for God? That should come in your focus, right? So I should start increasing my time, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. By the age of 50, 50% of my time should be towards spiritual life, minimum. 50%, okay. Should plan like that. I should bring up my children like that. So this is called a proper retirement, right? After 55, you are working more, but you are working only for God. You have given to your children. Immediately give that property, write it. Get rid of that. Don't hold it. These days, what old people are doing? Annanna.
Until the day of end of the
చచ్చిపోయేంత వరకు
minute I should be on my way.
నాన్న ఆస్తి నీకోసమేరా, నీదే, కానీ నా దగ్గర ఉంటుంది, నా పేరు మీద ఉంటుంది, నేను సైన్ పెట్టాను, ఏం చేసుకో రైట్. ఎట్ ది ఏజ్ ఆఫ్ 80 సంవత్సరాలు వచ్చిన తర్వాత కూడా మేము ఆస్తులు ఇయ్యము, మా దగ్గరే పెట్టుకుంటాము, రైట్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద రిజల్ట్ ఆఫ్ దట్? ఆల్ ద చిల్డ్రన్ ఆర్ ప్రేయింగ్, ముసలోడు ఎప్పుడు వస్తాడు, ఎప్పుడు అది వస్తాయి, నా జన్మల ఎప్పుడైనా వస్తాయా, రైట్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద సిచ్యువేషన్ టుడే. Am I speaking anything wrong?
No, it's
Exactly happening, right? That is what will happen. This Kali Yuga, that was what will happen. In the old days,
50% is happening.
what 50-year-old person immediately you take care of the things now. I want to focus more on bhajan. I want to connect with the temple. I want to go to, I want to do some social service activities. Old people used to nicely become wise. They'll become more wiser as they cross 50s. Now, completely reverse. What is the only thing in their meditation? Fencing, compound wall, ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్, ఇవే తిరుగుతున్నాయి మైండ్లో. జపం చేస్తుంటే అదే హరే కృష్ణ 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 హరే హరే రామ, కాంపౌండ్ వాల్ ఏమైందో, గేట్ మూసిందో పోయలేదో, ఇస్ వాట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్. ద అదర్ డే there was we had a small plot near to Chilkur temple, not near to Chilkur temple, on that way. My father bought it long time back. Now the whole thing is occupied and all Gundaraj is going on. So they called me for a meeting. I already have so many things on my head. I said, okay, let me go. So I went there. I was the youngest person in the whole group. I was shocked, I was the youngest person. All the people 70 to 85 are standing there and say, "Maaku ma plot kavale." Where are your children? Andar America lo unnaru. Everybody in America, right? Or one or two people here maybe. And they're all, that's the goal of their life, to save that plot. Just imagine 70 to 85-year-old people are fighting for property at that age. Avasarama? You can die anytime. You're walking along with death. But that is what you're thinking. And that is their focus. And if their child says, one of the plot is my uncle's plot. So his son, I know him. So he told, నేను వచ్చి చూసుకుంటున్నా, నువ్వు రాకరా, నువ్వు డబ్బులు సంపాదించి, నేను చూసుకుంటుంది. This is my goal of life. Every morning I'll go stand like a dog beside that plot and make sure that nobody is occupying. What is going on? So is anybody retiring? No retirement. So that is what? So spiritual people don't do that. Spiritual people, they immediately retire. Right? They know what is most important. Right? And peaceful death. For a spiritual person, death is very peaceful. It's like, I'm going to Krishna. You see, love marriage, arranged marriage, right? In the girl, when she gets married in an arranged marriage and she gets married in a love marriage, when she is going to her in-laws' house, which one is more peaceful and less scared? Arranged marriage or love marriage? Love marriage. Because your arranged marriage, you're peaceful, meaning when you're going to your in-laws' house, you don't know who your in-laws are. But in case of love marriage, I'm not promoting love marriage, I'm trying to tell a psychology here. When it's a love marriage, you already know this fellow is your bakra. You already know. He'll take care of me. He'll save me in whichever condition. Right? And you already know his parents. You have some idea. Isn't it? So a girl, when she is going to her in-laws' house, when it's a love marriage, she's very relaxed. I know my husband. 5 years I know this fellow. He already told about his parents. I know my mother-in-law. So your awareness is very, very high. Isn't it? But in case of arranged marriage, you don't know that other family. And you don't know this fellow also much. Only 2-3 times you spoke. Or little bit you know about him. So there is an element of fear. Doesn't mean that you should go for a love marriage or arranged marriage. That's not the point. I'm trying to tell the awareness and the psychology. Right? So, people who are in spiritual life, for them going back, our death is like love marriage. They already know who is their husband. Who is their husband? Who is all our husband? Krishna. Right? We're all wives. Don't think you're male and female here. And okkade purushudu. There's only one Purusha. Everybody is Prakriti for the enjoyment of that Purusha. Isn't it? So you're very happy. Even death time is very happy. Isn't it nice? You're going to your beloved. And you know where he stays. Where does Krishna stay? Goloka Vrindavan. You know the address also. Right? You know the address also. Where your husband lives. What does Krishna do in Goloka Vrindavan? Plays flute. What else? He dances with the Gopas. He plays with the Gopas. Have you heard of him doing any data science project or anything? All that nonsense is here only. There is only Anandam Bodhivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam. Right? Completely Chintamani Dham. You're so happy. That is Krishna Loka. So, will you not be happy when you're dying? Be very blissful. Okay, Nana, I'm done. I've given everything what I want to the family. I have done my seva. I am ready to come. Krishna, take me. Right? Whereas so for them, death is like this. Death is like a cat holding a kitten. Right? The picture, what is it showing? Cat is holding its children. How is the cat's teeth? Very sharp. But when it holds the kitten with the same teeth, will the kitten feel it? No. It's surprising, right? With the same teeth it holds, but the kitten doesn't even feel that something is poking. It's very happy. Isn't it? And whereas a materialistic person, death is like a rat. Meaning he doesn't want to die because he doesn't know what is after death. Does he know? He has no idea. He's in full fearfulness, he dies. Right? So the theme of life is expansion, settlement, wrap up and peaceful death. Let me tell you, Prabhuji and Mataji, this was the theme even 50 years back. I'm not talking some philosophy that was not there in our country. This was the philosophy even 50 years back. I have seen my grandfather in this philosophy. Okay, he may not be a great bhakta, but he was very peaceful at 50 years.
Independence make all this.
Apne पैरों पर खड़ो हो, अपना घर बनाओ. Right? What is the theme of materialistic life? 0-25? Expansion. 25 to 45? Expansion. 45 to 55? Expansion. Then horrible death. Because you never get tired. You never retire. You never want to retire. See, retirement doesn't mean lungi and coffee. Please, come out of that. That doesn't mean you wear a lungi and drink coffee in the house. Retirement is not that. You work for Krishna. Actually, the temples that we are seeing around should be run by Vanaprasthas. Meaning, just imagine you are a bank manager, 60 years you have worked in a bank. Or 50 you take volunteer. How much talent you have as a manager? How much intellectual abilities you have? How much influence you have? If all the retired people at the age of 50 come and take care of the temples, what will happen to the country? Amazing revival. But what are these retired fellows doing now? They are not allowing their children also to go to the temple. Sitting in the house like snakes, guarding their properties. That is the downfall of Varnashrama. In Varnashrama Dharma, you have Brahmana, Kshatriya, Shudra, Vaishya, Varna, and ashramas, Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. If all these people do their duties properly, this material world will become spiritual world. That's why Krishna says, Chatur Varna Maya Sheshtam Guna Karma Vibhagasha. I am the one who created this Chatur Varna. There is a purpose for that. Problem is that purpose is being defeated. We are not planning, See, who are the people who should do temple activities? Very able, very fit people. You can't go to temple at 70 years and say, I want to serve you, Krishna. What service you will do? All the time you need a chair to sit. Isn't it? So you should go and do temple activity. Like other day I really liked it, Many young people came. Like Prasad Prabhu was there, Ramesh Prabhu was there, and Naidu Prabhu was there. Right? And some of them I don't recognize. But these are the people who should actually, this is the age to do these things. After some time, can you lift that? That Rath, you can't, forget about lifting. You can't do anything, isn't it? So, materialistic person, spiritual life, this is the phases. So, we want to become spiritual, not material. Right? What is the time? 10? Just 5 more minutes we'll spend. So types of law abiders. Now this is a very important topic. Types of law. This is the new thing after last week's session, right? We stopped there. So law abiders, there is karmis, jnanis, yogis, bhaktas. There are 4 kinds of people. What are that? Karmis, jnanis, yogis and bhaktas. There are 4 kinds of people. Remember that. So what are karmis? Sakama karma, nishkama karma. I'll talk about this karma yoga. Now I'm getting into karma yoga chapters. Jnanis, impersonalist, personalist. Jnanis means with knowledge, I declare that God doesn't have a form, God doesn't have an image, God doesn't have any qualities, nirakara, nirguna, and I have my own interpretation. Energy is God. Impersonalist. I'll merge into God. That is the conception. They are called Mayavadis. I'll talk about that in detail later. Then Jnanis, then in Jnanis you have devotees. People who read Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, they understand clearly God is a person, is right there. God also has some likes and dislikes, isn't it? So you want to be in good books of God, so you will do good things, like that. Yogis, Ashtanga yogis. So merely following God's laws is not important. The consciousness behind what you do makes all the difference. Very, very important. Just like that, okay, I follow God's laws, I am the best. That's not enough. The consciousness behind it, right? For example, you are taking care of your parents. How are you taking care of your parents? If I ask that question, I give them breakfast, lunch also I give, dinner also I feed. Is that taking care of your parents? Huh? What is the consciousness behind it? How are you feeling when you are doing that? That's very important, isn't it? So same thing also applies to God. Not that I'm following this, I'm following that, so it's over. No. What is the consciousness behind it? So Sakama Karmi, we will just discuss the Sakama Karma and Nishkama Karma and stop here. Sakama Karma means what? Pious materialists. Can you repeat that? Pious materialists. Sakama Karmis. What do the Sakama Karmis do? They follow scriptures. They also follow scriptures. 6 నెలలకు ఒకసారి సత్యనారాయణ వ్రతం, సంవత్సరానికి ఒకసారి తిరుపతి, right? So there is a whole list of schedule. They'll follow that. Clearly they'll follow. Did I say anything wrong about them? Nothing. I'm just saying that they follow. They follow. Next. Very little spiritual knowledge and very, 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 very attached to karma kanda. Meaning, ये नहीं किया तो ये होगा, ये नहीं किया तो वो होगा. What are the stories people tell after Satyanarayana Vratam? Have you heard that clearly? Instead of that, tell Bhagavatam stories. Why you have to cook up that thing? You know that there is nothing called Satyanarayana Vratam in Vedas. Do you know that? Actually, there is nothing. But Narayana is there. So you are doing Vratam, no problem. Why Satyanarayana Vratam was created? Do you know that? It was created because Brahmanas were not getting any income. At one point, this all started not too old. 50 years back, go and ask your grandfather whether there was Satyanarayana Vratam. There was nothing like that. All this started 40, 50 years back. That's all. Why? Because they had to create some ritual through which there is constant activity. And they want people to repeat that again and again. So what kind of stories have to be told? So that they will repeat it again and again. As simple as that, isn't it? ఒక రాజు ఉన్నాడు, సత్యనారాయణ వ్రతం చేస్తానన్నాడు, మర్చిపోయాడు, వాడు కొడుకు చచ్చిపోయాడు, గుర్తుకొచ్చింది, చేసిండు. నెంబర్ 1. నెక్స్ట్, ఒక తండ్రి ఉన్నాడు, బిడ్డ పెళ్లి చేసిండు, సత్యనారాయణ వ్రతం చేద్దాం అనుకున్నాడు, మర్చిపోయాడు, అల్లుడు చచ్చిపోయాడు, బిడ్డ విధవ అయిపోయింది, గుర్తుకొచ్చింది, చేసిండు. అంటే వై దిస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్, అంటే ఫియర్ మాంగరింగ్ స్టోరీస్. After Satyanarayana Vratam, you can even read Ramayana, you can even read Mahabharata, you can read Bhagavad Gita, or you can tell some nice pastimes of Krishna. But these stories are merely just to create fear, so that it is repeated again and again. Is the moral that we should not do Satyanarayana Vratam? We should do Satyanarayana Vratam every day, no problem. But that should be towards creating love towards God. భగవంతుడి పట్ల ప్రేమ రావాలి, భయం రావద్దు. రైట్? ఇవాళ ఏంటంటే భయం తెలిపేసి ఏదో చేయాలి, చేయకపోతే ఏమైనా అవుతుందేమో. One of my friends, in my college days, he never believed in God. So I went to his Gropravesham. I was shocked, why is he doing Gropravesham in first place? Because he never believes in God. So I asked him, hey, why are you doing Gropravesham? He said, 75 లక్షలు పెట్టి ఫ్లాట్ కొన్నా, 7,000 వేస్తే బ్రాహ్మణుడు ఖుషి అయిపోతాడు, భగవంతుడు ఉంటే ఖుషి అయిపోతాడు. If there is a God, he will become happy. If I just spend 10,000 rupees, 7,000-8,000 rupees, So why not make everybody happy? That is the psychology. Fear, just fear. Cheyakapothe evana aitademo. If I don't do this, something might happen. Is that bhakti? It's not bhakti. So pious materialists. Most of the people today are pious materialists because they don't have knowledge of God. They don't have scriptural knowledge. They don't know the purpose of life. They don't know how loving Krishna is. How loving God is, they don't know. They only know that he is very strong, he can punish us. God doesn't like to punish. God doesn't want. If God likes to punish, why will he give us Bhagavad Gita? He'll tell, rot in this material world, keep taking birth and death. Why is he sending sadhus to the house? Why is he sending Bhagavad Gita to the house? Why is he sending Bhagavatam to the house? Because he doesn't want you to rot here. He wants you to come back. Beta, you don't belong here. Come back to me. That is mercy of God. He sits in your heart. Krishna is sitting in your heart as Paramatma. And the human body is sitting. When you become a rat in next life, will he sit in rat's body? He will also sit in the rat's body. He will sit beside you and say, okay, now make the right decision. You will become a worm in a stool. In stool, there will be worms. If you become that, even in that body, Krishna will sit beside you. He is our eternal friend who always forgives us. Says, just look towards me, I will take you back. Just choose me, I will take you back. But we are not ready. I don't want to look towards Krishna. I only want to enjoy my senses. Right? So, Sakama Karmis are the people who are not spiritually intelligent. They are very, very ritualistic. They only do rituals. For them, everyone is God. No clear understanding of signs of God. Somebody does gimmick, he is God. Somebody appears here, disappears there, God. Right? Somebody brings something from thin air, God. Somebody speaks nicely to you, you are feeling very nice, God. You are God, and those people even propagate that philosophy. There is a matha in which people call each other Narayan. Narayana, 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 Narayana. Everybody is Narayan because that whole philosophy is everybody is God. It's a very good philosophy, right? If I tell all of you, Bhagavantudu, బాగుందా మంచిగా అనిపిస్తుందా వెరీ నైస్ ఎవ్రీబడి విల్ ఫీల్ యువర్ గాడ్ మీరు భగవంతుడండి మీరు భగవంతుడండి మీరే భగవంతుడండి మీరే మర్చిపోయారు నేను భగవంతుని అయితే ఎట్లా మర్చిపోయినా అది అడగండి మర్చిపోయారు కానీ మీరు భగవంతుడే యువర్ గాడ్ రైట్ సో దిస్ కాల్డ్ మాయావాద ఫిలాసఫీ ఎనీవే సో డివోషన్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ఫియర్ అండ్ మెటీరియల్ expectations, right? So I have some desire, get fulfilled, I'll go there. I'm going to Tirupati. Now Tirupati is not working out. Now I'll go to Shirdi. Shirdi is not working out. Now I'll go to some mountain, some Baba, somewhere I'll go. Pani jargale. What is the best day of the week? Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday. Right? These are the karma kanda people. Meaning they will always keep calculating how to get maximum from God. They'll never think about bhakti. See, when you love somebody, do you see which day you have to meet? Simple logic. Your mother wants to come to your house. There has been a gap. Will you tell, Amma, Panje, Tuesday rose ra, Monday rose muhurtam baaledu. Cheptara atla?
Any day you come, I just want you to come to my house.
See, even he knows. Hari bol. So when you love somebody, there is no muhurta. When you love God, there is no muhurta. Premaku muhurtam ledu. Preme muhurtam. Avuna? So that is bhakti. We should go towards bhakti, not towards this muhurta. Of course, muhurtas are there. Some good time is there. Those things are there. We should respect that. To the extent we should follow that. But ultimately what matters? Bhakti. Krishna should be happy. That is the most important thing. Right? So devotion is based on fears. Act in current life, expectation in next life. What is that act? Charity of food, charity of clothes, charity of medicine. They give charity also. Immediately, funds. The pious materialistic people, they are very good in giving charity, philanthropy. What is the expectation? If they give food, there will be no hunger in next life. If they give clothes, they will be never naked in next life. If they give medicine, they will never fall sick in next life. It is there. Karmakanda rituals are there. There is a whole laundry list. right? But they don't understand that the real 4 problems of life are birth, death, old age and disease. They'll never try to. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. దాని నుంచి వాళ్ళు ఎప్పుడు బయటికి పోరు. They'll keep taking birth, rotating in the same way. Right? They work very hard forgetting the purpose of life. Rishabdev is telling about how people lead a life in the material world. We'll skip this verse 5.5. In Bhagavatam it is there. This is a very good experiment. Children can understand that. So there is this scientist called Ivan Pavlov. He made a Russian scientist. He made a nice. You see this picture? I'll tell you something. See, this fellow made a nice experiment. You see a mouse here? You see a mouse? Yeah. You see there is a red button, there is a green button, right? And there is a speaker here. Right? So the mouse, what it does, when it presses red button, it gets a shock here. When it presses green button, it gets something to eat. Right? So what button it should press? Green. Every time it presses green, something to eat will come. It will eat. Again it will press green. But what that scientist did, he started changing the wire for red and green now and then. Sometimes when it presses green, it will get a shock. Then it will get press red, it will get food. Then it will press red, then it will get food. Then it will press green, it will again get food. But press green again, it will get shock. Right? So the mouse is trying to get food by pressing green and red, getting shock, getting this, getting that. In that time, scientist did something. What did he do? He removed the door behind. He removed the door. What do you think the mouse was doing? Red, green. That is what we are also doing. Krishna is telling, come home. He removed the door behind. What are you saying? ఆస్తులు, ప్రాపర్టీ, జాబు అన్నీ ఉండాలి, ఇది ఉండాలి, అది ఉండాలి, ఇక్కడ అది. అరే, he removed the door. You don't have to do all this. You just have to practice spiritual life. Come back to him. But you don't have time for it. Right? I'll tell you one example, another example. It really happened in my house. Once a bird came. Not that bird that I showed, Remember, not that one, another bird. That was a weird incident that happened. We were doing Aarti, that bird came and was sitting there, And my children, my elder son Parthi told, Nana, bird, it's not going anywhere, he told. And I said, okay, let us go and see what is going on. Maybe that bird was a yogi in previous life, I don't know. So I went there, we went literally this close to the bird. A bird will not stay there, right? Immediately will fly away. It went this close, it was not flying away. Then what I did, we were doing Aarti, we have Deepam, Dhupam, whatever we offer, we give it to everybody. So I brought that fire. My wife was doing Aarti, I brought that lamp after offering to God. I took it so close to the bird, it was not moving. I said, this is something mystic. For a moment I got doubt, is it alive or is it dead, the bird? It was like this, it was seeing. And it was literally seeing Jagannath, the altar. Literally it was seeing through the... Then we get that water. I sprinkled on the bird, it was not moving. Then I got the flower. I took to its beak, it was not moving. Then finally I said, okay, come inside. I kept my hand like this. It stood on my hand, came all the way inside the house, saw all the deities, then it flew and it sat in the house for some time. Then another bird came. And that bird came, then it told something to that bird, both of them went away. So I told this to my Siksha Guru. So he told maybe his wife came. Chala bhakti ayipinadi, nadu inti nadu. Just joking. Spouse, wife or husband, whatever way. So basically that was it really happened in my house. So it was we were very grateful. Maybe some yogi came and we could serve him. I gave a little prasad also. So, but bird incident, another bird incident, just imagine all the doors are closed, windows are closed, a bird comes inside. Sometimes when you open the windows, you open them and say, go, still it doesn't go. It wants to go, but it doesn't go. It will keep wandering in the house. Did it happen with anybody? Huh? They also. They never go outside. You open all the doors. Po, and I say, po. Our situation is also like that. Pious materialistic people or people who don't have spiritual understanding, God is giving so many opportunities for us to get out of this mortal world, but we will not go. We will stay here and continue. So this person, what did he do? His experiment, you can go and see on internet actually. So one lever to give cheese, second lever to give a shock. keeps switching, and after some time he removes that gate behind, opened the cage door, still the rat doesn't leave the cage. It's only going and pressing. Shock, 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 cheese, shock, shock. That's what is going on. So condition of human being. Work and struggle for basic body maintenance. No interest in getting out of the trap. We don't want to get out of the trap. You go and tell this philosophy to outside people. What do you think they'll tell? No, pote pora naaku cheppagantaru. Simple. You go to satsang. Don't tell me all this. Because what are they doing? Shock cheese. Shock cheese. That's what they're doing. They'll be very happy. Lead a pious life. Lead a pious life is safe policy. Pious life. What is a pious life? See, I am a good neighbor. My door is closed, your door is closed. I will not shout, you don't shout. Right? We'll remain like that. Don't interact. Don't unnecessarily. Pious life. Simple. Do good for current happiness, avoid bad for future suffering. I will not do anything bad to anybody. I will be very nice. Question. If karma, doing activities as per scriptures, will not take one over the cycle of birth and death, then why did Lord Krishna give such a knowledge in scriptures? There should be a purpose, right? Why is he saying janma karma chame divyam evam yoite tattvataha tyaktya deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna punarjanma don't take. Why is he saying? There is a reason. God is telling don't take punarjanma. On the other side, what are you telling the Brahman? Swarga prapti rastu. Sir, Swargam vachitadu chuskondi. Are pichoda, Krishna is telling don't take punarjanma. But what is this fellow busy? I should not go to Naraka, I should go to Swarga. Why do you want to go to Naraka or Swarga? Get out of this cycle. That no Brahman is telling. If he tells, what will happen? Danda band ho jayega. Isn't it? That's the problem. So there is a gradual elevation. So there is nothing wrong with sakama karma. You should not discourage such people because they are doing something. Right? You should slowly elevate them towards bhakti. Pious metalist. Right? Gradual elevation. So sakama karma yoga is not yoga. There is something called nishkama karma yoga. Meaning you do it without any expectation, only for satisfaction of God. That is karma yoga. When people say karmanya vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana, immediately chestunna karma. I am also doing karma. Work is worship. Have you heard that statement anywhere? Work is worship. Work is worship, but what kind of work? Adadgaku. Right? See, if work is worship, was Duryodhana also working? Have you heard in Mahabharata Duryodhana taking sick leave or casual leave? He was working more rigorous than Pandavas. Day and night he was going, and he was like how to kill Pandavas. He was strategizing. Pandavas are nicely sleeping. Who was working? Krishna. Because Krishna is the one who has to take care of them. When Arjuna told Jayadratha, I am going to kill you tomorrow before sunset, he told. Then after that, what did Arjuna do? Nicely went and slept. Mahabharata says, Krishna was walking outside, this fool. Why did he make this resolution? Now I have to save this fellow. So he called Satyaki. Satyaki came. He told Satyaki, tomorrow if this fool enters fire, next moment you kill the entire Kaurav Sena. He told. Satyaki said, okay, I'll get the army from Dwarka, don't worry. I'm all set. Then Krishna is thinking, what else can I do? Because he has already taken resolution, he will not lift weapons. Right? So he is trying to make way. And he gets very angry at Arjuna. Then Arjuna starts fighting next day. Great battle Arjuna does. The best battle of his life. Right? So why did Arjuna do the best battle of his life in spite of having Krishna with him? Because that's what Krishna expects. We also should work, give our best, then depend on God. That's what even Arjuna did. So Arjuna was fighting a battle. He was going towards Jayadratha, Drona comes. He defeats Drona, Karna comes. He defeats Karna, Ashwadhama comes. He defeats Ashwadhama, Duryodhana comes. Defeats Duryodhana, immediately Drona comes. Arey, the cycle is never stopping. Then Drona, Karna, everybody is coming. He is not able to go towards Jayadratha. At one point, time is going. So Arjuna is thinking, Arjuna is looking at the sun. He is looking at Jayadratha. Sun, Jayadratha. When is sun going down? When is Jayadratha? Another few hours, sun will go down and Krishna stops the chariot. Says, Krishna, come on, let's go. I said, Krishna says, you have taken the resolution, not these horses. Why are you punishing the horses? You have been running with them since morning. they need some grass and water. So he gets down, he gives grass and water, and Arjuna is like, eat fast. Krishna says, no, they will eat at their own time. Don't pressurize. You can't do that. So they have some water, and then again he takes the rath. So he plays a little fun game with Arjuna, little anxiety. Finally, Arjuna, he sees that Arjuna is really sweated out and is not able to do it. Then Krishna intervenes. Krishna wants to see our effort. He will see our effort, maximum effort. Right? And then he will show his mercy. And then she will show. What is the mercy he shows? We all know the story, right? So he just makes the cloud come in front of the sun. It becomes pitch dark. Jayadras feels, Hari bol, I'm bach gaya main. Immediately he moves it like that. Target that fellow and kill him. Right? And Jayadratha has a curse. Jayadratha's father, again, he is a pious materialist fellow. Jayadratha's father. Anybody who becomes a reason for my son's head to fall on the ground and on death, his head will explode. That is his condition. So now Krishna tells Arjuna, shoot that special arrow. The arrow where you can send the Google location. The Google location is that fellow wherever is doing tapasya. That fellow's father, Jayadratha's father. So he shoots the arrow in such a way, his head is removed and it goes and falls in the hands of his father who is doing tapasya. So he's doing tapasya. Thapat, it falls. He says, Hurry, my son's head. He says, it falls down, his head bursts. Part. Right? So, that is Krishna. You can't cheat Krishna. If you want to cheat Krishna, Krishna is the greatest cheater. Krishna can be the greatest cheater. Prabhupada says, you can't fiddle with Krishna. Right? So, anyway, there are so many stories of Krishna like that. How he handles difficult situations and handles the whole yuddha. Right? So, Nishkama Karma Yoga. Nishkama Karma Yoga is nothing but bhakti, which we'll deal next week. Right? Nishkama Karma Yoga is actual Karma Yoga. We'll discuss. So, a lot of people think that, I'm doing good work, I'm doing work, so that is devotion. Work is worship, provided you know what you're working is the work as per dharma or not. Like a person, killing animals, he's also working, but that animal killing is not good. That's not as per dharma. So it's very, very important. So what is more, what pleases God is dharma. What is dharma? What is dharma? What pleases God. What is given in scriptures? That pleases God. Right? That is dharma. So we should know what is dharma. So if somebody is going to office, working hard, taking care of his family, and also having time for devotion, he is encouraging his family to go to satsangs, participating, he is following dharma, he is pleasing God. Right? So that is dharma. Any questions? I know it was a little heavy. If I spoke anything wrong, please forgive me. Sometimes I become a little sarcastic. What to do? My nature is like that. Every time I finish a class, I go to my house, my wife gives me a class. So that's... So she is a better teacher than me. There is... actually, Matajis have a different satsang. Do you know that? My wife told you anytime?
Once he said Bhagavatam.
Yeah, they have a daily Bhagavatam. Their sadhana is very good. And my wife reads a lot of scriptures. She has... I really feel she has much more clarity in scriptures than me, because she reads every day. Every day 1 hour they read Bhagavatam. All Matajis together on the phone. You also can join. It's just a conference call, Zoom call. So you can keep working what you're doing, and you can also hear. And they finish, now they are already, I think they're finishing first canto and they're going to second canto. Recently they started again. Yeah. Then they have evening Bhagavad Gita class also. So 2 classes she attends every day. I think it's 11 to 12 in the afternoon, and then 6 to 7 I think in the evening. It keeps evening thing, sometimes it changes. Yeah. So it's good. Whatever we are doing, we can do. We can earn our living. We can be a good wife, be a good husband, good parent. At the same time, we can follow dharma. Any questions, clarifications? Yeah? Nobody has a question. What is there in Prasadam? I have a question. So, okay. So we'll We'll sing Narsingh Arti. Yes. So who is singing? You'll sing? Huh? You'll sing? Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Yes. You sing. Should we repeat after you? You sing and then we'll repeat. You sing and we'll repeat. We'll do that? Okay. Hari Bol. Bhajan style. Sing. Namaste Narasimhaya Prahlad Ladadayine Hiranyakashi Purvaksha Shilatankanakalaye Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha Yeto Yeto Yami Tato Narsimha Bahir Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho Narasinghamavim Sharanam Prapade Tava kara kamala bare Adbhuta shringa Dalita hiranyakashipu Tanu brunga Keshavadhrita narahari rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Narsimha Dev Narsimha Dev Narsimha Jaya Narsimha Dev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol भक्त विघ्ननाश नरसिंहदेव भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की श्रील प्रभुपाद की श्रील गुरुदेव की निताई गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे हरि 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 बोल हरे कृष्णा. So yet one more Sunday finished. Sunday started, sorry. So very grateful for all of you who have come. And let us pray for Mamata Mataji and Chandrasekhar Prabhu's family. By loudly chanting 3 times Hare Krishna mantra, lifting all our hands straight up 90 degrees in the air, so the direct signal goes to Goloka, and we'll at least block 10 should hear. Okay, 3 times. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hari Bol. So let us welcome